Confidence is what we must exude in order to achieve in our lives. But when we're unaware of our actions, we will become arrogant with our pride. At a game, at school, at work, or at home, what you may perceive as self-confidence, someone else may say you're wrong. But why is that the case? And could they possibly be right? So I'm showing you how to toe the line of confidence to ensure your light remains bright. Starting now. Hey yo! What's goody, everybody? Today's topic, confidence versus arrogance. The question of the day is, which could it be? Is it based on your actions or what they perceive? Humility versus cocky, or assurance versus conceited? So today's focus is how we should align to ensure we're not defeated. So now that we're live, let's dive. Point number one, identification. Confidence and arrogance are essentially synonyms with only one key difference. Arrogance is exaggerated and it will alter your appearance. Confidence is having a feeling trust in your abilities, while arrogance is an exaggerated sense of self. So what classifies one from the other within ourselves? So what is confidence? Is it sign like Mike Trout? Or is it passion like Lindor? Or is the answer to this question about so much more? Confidence isn't just about the way you dress or express yourself, it's rooted in your actions. Because as long as you're humbly rooted in yourself, you can ignore outsiders' reactions. Mike Trout, before his recent injuries, was the greatest baseball player of our generation. After his first season, he became an MVP sensation. 3 MVPs and top 5 finishes 6 other times. The moment he stepped foot on the diamond, he became one of a kind. And despite his success, he's known for being quiet, humble, and even-keeled. And with over 10 All-Star appearances, his personality still remains still. But now for Francisco Lindor, he's the king of flash. When he shows up to the stadium, he's bound to make a splash. Whether it's his game day fit, custom gloves, or signature cleats, when he's in the lineup, you are in for a treat. A home run, a stolen base, or one of his famous dives. When he makes a great play, his emotions bring the crowd to life. A man of style, individuality, and energy amongst the teams and fans. While some may call it arrogance, they're vastly outnumbered by the stands. And it's not about the numbers, the stature, significance, or success. The key is he's consistently being himself to be his best. He's always had the nickname Mr. Smiles because this game gives him joy. So instead of bottling up his emotions, he plays freely like when he was a boy. He doesn't demean his opponents, deject his teammates, or disregard the fans. So he ignores the false narratives because he knows he's just a confident man. Mike Trout and Francisco Lindor are both fantastic players with differing personalities. But despite the differences, arrogance isn't either reality. Neither player degrades opposition, disregards the fans, or overshadows their teammates. They're both just confident ball players who understand the importance of remaining themselves to become great. This takes hard work, dedication, passion, and focus. So both of them continuously ignore the outsiders to avoid becoming bogus. So now that we've identified the key to confidence and how to excel at being ourselves, in point number 2, we're going over the pitfalls of arrogance to avoid becoming less than everybody else. Point number 2, separation. Although confidence and arrogance are close to being the same, one will thrust you into glory while the other will put you to shame. When we're on top of the world, everything feels fantastic. It feels impossible to lose, and it's a sensation we wish was everlasting. But how we respond to others in this moment is the key. And the issue is this person over here dejects everybody they see. Instead of praising their comrades or respecting their foes, they praise only themselves and balloon their egos. Where they're on top of the world, they have to remind everybody that they're a star. Meanwhile, this person over here is still self-aware of who they are. They share the praise of their team and acknowledge their foes, because even if they're winning, we're all just people when all this goes. Life is a roller coaster with many peaks and many valleys. So instead of being engulfed by the sky, they say themselves in every alley. So next is advice, recommendations for future actions. When we're going through life, they help us ascend to satisfaction. It can be about our health, our efficiency, or how to improve our craft. But instead of taking advice, they'll think they got this and ignore the words from the people of the past. 2 ears, 1 mouth, a ratio of 2 to 1. Instead of adhering to our genetic makeup, they'll speak louder than everyone. Whenever they hit adversity, they hit a wall before their goals. Meanwhile, this person keeps their ears open and is willing to keep their mouths closed. Anybody can give advice, and everybody is free to speak. The key to these individuals is their willingness to hear and apply what's unique. So then lastly is failure. We've gone from the peak to the valley. So instead of feeling on top of the world, we're trying to do anything to rally. When we're down bad, we rethink many of our actions, but this person deflects accountability because blaming is their first reaction. A player blames their coach, a manager blames their team, and a friend will cast you out. Since their goal is moving up the ladder, they'll happily put others in doubt. After all, they're focused on me. Instead, this person will reflect on themselves for the betterment of the team. How can I improve? What could I fix? And what could I adjust? When we shift our minds towards our actions, we continue to build trust. Their teammates will respect them, and their subordinates will surpass limitations. With an unselfish motive, you'll only breed growth in your foundation. So continuously reflect and focus on what you can do, because that mentality is the key to removing arrogance from inside of you. So now that we separated how to properly respond in various situations, in point number 3, we go over how to properly stay level on life's reservations. Point number 3, elevation. Now that we've identified and separated the two, it's time we discuss the 2 benefits of eliminating one to maximize the value of you. First is you. When we're confident, we can conquer any situation. But when we remove arrogance, we have no limitations. Confidence is the key that glimmers when we sunken into the valley. So since we're no longer arrogant, we'll continuously search for our next opportunity to rally. After all, shooters shoot, boxers roll, and sellers sell. In a life filled with challenges, our confidence is the key to ensure we never fail. And with the awareness of understanding we're not in this life alone, we'll always adhere to the advice of someone in the known. Words of encouragement, recommendations, and talking to the wise. Retaining the knowledge they share will certainly allow us to thrive. Learn from the past, apply to the present, and remember for the future. Honing in on yourself and listening to others will allow you to reach your goals even sooner. So then lastly are your surroundings. Everything around you will evolve, because when we remove arrogance, everything negative will dissolve. As a player, the team will improve if you expand your play. And as a coach, the team will succeed if you cater to your roster today. As a salesman, more opportunities arise when you're attentive to customer needs. And as a manager, your team will thrive if you approach each member for them to succeed. Each situation here takes out the arrogant idea of, it's not my fault, this isn't about me. By seeing life through a lens of only confidence, our mind now shifts to, what else can I bring? This thought process right here spawns growth in ways we couldn't have even imagined. By putting the onus on ourselves, we spark the confidence in others to truly believe we can make this happen. One thought and one action from one person will have an impact on so many others. So it's time we exude our confidence and empower our surroundings so we can have an impact on everybody through our sisters and brothers. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button. If you'd like to see more, please feel free to check out the channel and subscribe, because there's more in store. From one witness to another, you are special. Hook out.